We're here in the beautiful National Park right in Killarney. I tell you guys, the views are just absolutely stunning. And I told you there is so much you can do in this town. And I'm telling you, you're in for an absolute treat. I'm here to meet Mike from one of the longest serving families on the jaunting cars. And they are 5th generation. And he's going to take us for a spin. We're going to see the Abbey, we're going to see Muckross House. And I can guarantee you, this guy is a character and we are going to have one hell of a laugh at him. And here comes the man now.
Hello, Paul.
Hey, Mike, how's things?
Welcome to Killarney.
Thank you very much.
I hope you're enjoying the lovely weather that we have arranged for you today.
Look at this bad boy.
So this is Roger.
Roger.
He said he'd come along to try out some of your delicacies.
Haha. I tell you what, you could nearly eat the first dish that I'm going to do. Because guys, I'm going to make porridge. And you're saying, what the hell are you making porridge for? Trust me, this is going to be a long episode. And me and Roger, I might actually need him a little bit later on, guys. Because I tell you, Roger, I know what I've got planned. And I'm definitely going to need a little bit of horsepower. So let's get on this bad boy and get cooking and get chatting to Mike. Giddy up, Roger.
Let's go.
Oh, I tell you what, guys, what a view. Check out this behind me. Stunning. Well, Mike, how big is this park? Have you any idea?
We've nearly 26,000 acres.
26,000 acres.
And it's the second biggest in Ireland.
Well, it might be the second biggest, lads, but I can tell you one thing. It's the most beautiful you'll find anywhere. This is stunning. Mike, look, there'll be millions of people all around the world watching this. So just pretend I'm the tourist sitting on the Jarvey. Just give me the spiel. Do you have anyone famous in here at all, actually?
We've had a few in the past. I was lucky
More
enough.
famous than me?
We're getting there. I was lucky enough I had the owners of Liverpool Soccer Club.
Wow.
So I'm actually a Liverpool fan, so that was a privilege
Same as
to drive
myself.
them.
Fantastic.
And we had Jack Charlton.
Good old Jack Charlton. Hit him up high there, lads, huh? Jack Charlton.
And another golden oldie, Maureen O'Hara.
No way. The great Maureen O'Hara. That's incredible.
And she was in the famous film The Quiet Man.
I love it.
John Wayne.
Well, I tell you what, the film The Quiet Man is great, but you know me, Mike, I'm no quiet man at all, lads, am I? So give me the spiel. Where are you? Just let me know, kind of, so everybody knows our bearings.
So now, guys, we're here in Killarney National Park.
Beautiful.
We're here on the Muckross side.
Yeah.
So we're on the original entrance to the Muckross House.
And we're fairly motoring along. Good man, Roger.
We're along, yeah. So we're travelling on the same road that Queen Victoria came in 1861.
Wow. Now, Mike, there's 2 reasons as to why I'm doing the porridge. I'm going to need my energy for what's coming up later on. But my mother always gives out to me, she says, you never mention me on the telly. Well, here you go, Mum. My mother makes the worst porridge known to man. And I hated it as a kid growing up because there was water and salt thrown into it. And that was about it. So I'm going to make you, and maybe Roger, a beautiful porridge. So porridge goes in, guys. You can put in all milk, whatever you want. This is a real Keith Floyd moment, lads. There's stuff moving everywhere. I wish you could see the crew hanging on for dear life they are. And a bit of water. And the key, and this is the most important thing, Mike, to making a good porridge, bring it up nice and slow. Don't boil the hell out of it, lads. You'll burn it and it's rotten. Nice and slow, and it makes it really, really creamy. Now, guys, look, you see the way that's all absorbing it up there nicely, right? Nice and slow. If you need to add in a little bit more liquid, then you just add in a little bit more liquid. Put it down, keep it not too high. Now, Mike, I gotta stop you here now because I've just after seen these guys. This is the famous Kerry cow up here, isn't it?
Famous Kerry cows. We're lucky to have them here in the
Wow.
National Park. They're protected here.
Right.
So we tell the Americans now that they produce a black milk.
A black milk. I love it.
We call it Guinness.
How are we doing, guys? Now, guys, so at this stage, we're just gonna put in about a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of honey. You know me at this stage, guys. We measure next to nothing. We don't need to. Cooking was invented before measurements were, so that's why it's that easy when you do what I'm doing here in the recipes. Simple, and have a little look here, guys, right? If you think it's getting a bit too thick, all you need to do, just add a little bit more water or a little bit more milk or whatever you want to do. Mike, do you eat porridge, do you?
I'm starving. I love porridge.
I tell you, you know what, Mike? I had always dreamt about just cooking on a jar because, you know, it's never been done. Something simple, now a bowl of porridge. And sometimes you just gotta cook the simple things, guys, because that's what's the easiest, that's what's the best, that's what's the nicest. Look at that for a view, lads, huh? Just out of nowhere. Beautiful. we are now, Mike. We're getting very close to the very well-known and iconic Muckross House.
Yeah.
Wait, you see this, guys.
Just
Stunning
up here
house.
now in front of us, guys.
So this would be the main house of Muckross Park.
This is the original mansion house.
Wow.
And it's quite big. It took them 3 years to build it.
3 years.
And at the time, £30,000 to build.
30,000 pounds.
30,000.
Jesus, that's I see this like quite a lot, but I'm always blown away. You see the stunning house, the beautiful weather like this. Look at this view in the background. We've got another lake down here on the side, guys. Might do a little dish down there, actually. Can you think of a more beautiful place to have a little picnic? Porridge and fruit? Let's do it. I tell you what, Mike, we couldn't get in a more stunning location here to have a little bit of a picnic. Even Roger's joining in, lads. He's tucking into his own grub. But I've been bragging about this bloody porridge now for so long. Now, Mom, that's how you make real porridge. So we'll pour now a bit into the bowl. Would Roger eat the porridge, would he?
We can try him.
We can.
I'm sure he'll be excited about it.
Try and outblast it out there and throw
I
a
have
little
the
bit.
pot.
You've the pot. I tell you, it doesn't get much more rustic than this, guys.
Your mother will be proud of you.
she's effing and blinding me. That's what my mother's doing now. And look, because we put the honey in it, we just put a little bit of drizzle on top. Over the berries. Look at that. It's a simple dish. It's porridge. There's no airs and graces about it. But we all grew up in it, didn't we?
Homegrown.
Homegrown, but it's a lot better done that way than with a load of water and an old pinch of salt. All we need to do now is, Mike, get back.
One way, guys.
I was told when I was given my brief of Treyvaud Travels, if you see anything nice on the side of the road, shoot it. Naturally, my eyes lit up until I realized they meant it with a camera. Well, I tell you what, you won't find anything much more beautiful than this. It's the world famous red deer right here at the entrance of the national park going into Muckross House. They're here almost every single day, but you need to come down at the rutting season, September, October, the big stag, giving it loads, shouting in the field saying, they're all my women. It's just brilliant. You see, Killarney is an all year round destination. It's not just the summer. I think you should come down here because it's beautiful. I know you should come down here. Every single day you'll see them. They're beautiful. How cool was that, guys? Having a great time with Mike and Roger through the national park on the way to one of the most iconic tourist attractions here in Killarney, and we stumbled across a herd of red deer right on the side of the road. But you didn't think I was going to show you this place here, lads, did you? If it's the most iconic tourist attraction in Killarney, you're going to be seeing it anyway. I'm bringing you to somewhere far more exciting, far more beautiful, and a lot more Treyvaud. You're going to love this one. Where am I bringing you? If I'm not going to show you Torque Waterfall, is this the surprise? No. But I need to get some grub into me before we get going, because where we're going to is going to astonish you. But we're going to have a bit of a laugh here. Check out this, guys. There are 1,000,001 different places I could bring you to in Killarney. Each one equally beautiful, or if not more beautiful than the last. And that's why we are spoiled for choice down here. There's just so much we can do. I feel like a drummer here. Anyway, I'm not. We're doing something very simple here, guys. Have a guess. I'm not roasting a chicken. I'm sure you can figure it out. 3 eggs. This is just an absolute beautiful occasion. A little bit of rock salt, guys. You know yourself. It's a simple dish. I'm not going to bamboozle you. This episode is all about showing you the natural beauty of Killarney. The dishes are simple. Porridge, scrambled eggs. But I've got one little cracker to finish it off. A couple of cracks of the black pepper. This is a lot easier to cook in the comfort of your own home when there's no wind, but that's no fun. Get these camper heater, guys, and bring them out. Look at that. Look how easy this is. And it's coming together already. At this stage now, you can throw in a little knob of butter, about that much. And everybody loves scrambled eggs, except for the guys who clearly don't, but everyone loves scrambled eggs. Simple, simple, simple. If you think it's getting too hot, too fast, just take it straight off the heat, guys, okay? Don't be worried, don't be like panicking, just take it off the heat. But we've another few minutes to go, and just move it around. As simple as that. Don't put the salt in too soon, because otherwise it's gonna get watery. You know when you're gonna get that little watery residue in your scrambled eggs? That's what that's from. But we're not a million miles off it now. It takes seconds. Absolutely beautiful. And the key to scrambled eggs, guys, the perfect scrambled eggs, is take it off the heat before it's cooked. Let the residual heat finish it off. And I was saying to myself, oh, we serve it up in a nice plate and make it all arty-farty. I said, nah, let's keep this rustic. Have you seen that, lads? I'm nuts. I told the crew it was dead simple. It's a simple walk, but oh, are they in for some fun? Now, if you wanted to be really fancy about this, guys, you could add in a little bit of cream or something like that, but we're keeping this simple. The butter melting in perfectly. So, guys, you can see that now coming together perfectly. Take it off the heat. A simple little dish, but there's nothing nicer than simple scrambled eggs. You can serve it with whatever you want. I'm going to serve it with a little bit of, just because I love this stuff so much, simple little bit of smoked salmon. You can use smoked mackerel, you can use prawns, you can use nothing, you can use your brain and put whatever you want on it. That is done in minutes. You want arty stuff, so come on, I brought the old herbs, as they call it. A little bit of lemon dill. I don't have lemon dill, just use whatever you want. Right there on top. One simple dish, cooked in minutes, on the lake shore, in the national park, in the heart of Killarney. It really is this beautiful, guys, and that really is that simple. And I'm really dreading what's coming next. But wait till you see after the break, because I'm telling you, the screw's loose, and that's where we're going. See you in a few. Welcome back after the break, guys, and after mature recollection, we've decided that the less we carry where we're going, the better. So I'm gonna make my batter, my pancake mix right here in the boot of the car before we head up. So, okay, you want measurements. It's about 8 ounces of self-raising flour, and we're gonna wing it then after that. So about maybe 4 or 5 ounces, fluid ounces of milk, 1 egg, a little bit of sugar, just to sweeten them up, about maybe 100 grams or so. What we're putting into it is going to be nice and sweet anyway, so we don't need a huge amount. Okay, and this is very simple. So it's a basic pancake batter, okay? I'm going to throw in maybe 2 eggs, make it nice and fluffy. So here we go in with our milk. Is he making a pancake batter on the boot of his car? Yes, he is, because that's how easy it is. Don't stop whisking until those lumps are gone. I'm glad we've done this, because otherwise I would have had to carry all this up the hill too. Now, perfect. You don't need to see the rest. Into the jug, into the bottles, and off we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you cardiac hill. Now, there are 2 rules to cardiac hill. Rule number 1, you never talk about cardiac hill. Rule number 2, you never talk about cardiac hill. Now, I could have brought you to 1,000 of the most beautiful tourist locations right here in Killarney, but I'm bringing you to this one because you won't find this in any guides, you won't find this in any maps. This is a spot that only the tourists know about, and there is this competition that goes on here. Who can climb it the fastest? Now, this won't be me today. It's a 1,000-meter hike straight up the side of the mountain. Sounds crazy? Sounds a little bit mad? This is no ordinary travel show. This is Treyvaud Travels. It's crazy, it's mad, but it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Come on, join me on this one. haven't even gotten to the first bend yet. I'm half Sherpa, for God's sake. Huh? We go all over the world looking at man-made objects, statues of liberty, pyramids, Eiffel Towers. I told you this was worthwhile. Do you know why Sunday is a day of rest? Because on Saturday, God created Kerry. And he looked over his shoulder and he said, I can't do any better than this. I'm taking tomorrow off. I'm always being asked for simple cooking tips, so this is going to be quick because we are being eaten alive by midgets. How to separate an egg. Simple. A couple of different, there's actually about 1,000,001 different ways, right? Crack it into the shell, go from one side. That's midgets. Okay, egg white, down there, you see it? Egg yolk. Oh, go after the damn egg, not after me for... Keep going, Treyvaud. There's the spoon technique. Spoon in, pull it out. We're all familiar with spooning techniques. The other one, this is just madness. Crack it into your hand. Look, egg yolk, there. I can't do this, this is absolute 1,000,001 different techniques. Oh, jeez, hang on. Here's another one. What a day we're having so far. National Park, jaunting cars, having a laugh, down by the lake, scrambled eggs, a little bit of smoked salmon, up the maddest place in the world, and I guarantee you're gonna love that, guys. Cardiac Hill, remember it, you heard it here first. I promised you a special dish. We're in the forest, and it got me thinking we do the pancakes, and I said, no, actually reminds me of Lord of the Rings. So let's make Lord of the Rings pancakes. Very hot pan, guys. And you just go around the outside. Doesn't matter what it looks like in the inside. Nobody sees that. We'll get the perfect circle. I've done a few, so the first one is a complete pancake, so all the juice doesn't kind of spill out and that kind of stuff. And then we just kind of calm down. Normal pancake, we're waiting for it to cook inside. Don't have your pan too hot. And relax. Look at this, lads. You couldn't get this anywhere. Running up that cardiac hill the way I did, I didn't even have to whip the cream. It whipped it for me. Huh? Isn't that cool? Anyway, little selection of berries. And I've got one of the coolest little things I'm going to do for you later on. Look at a hot pan. You guys use a spatula or a knife. Just flick it over. I'll be honest with you. I forgot mine, and there's not a hope in hell I'm going all the way back down. I love you, but I don't love you that much just to get a bloody knife or a spatula. So flick it in, and we're going to build it up maybe 5, 6 high or something like that. This is a great little kind of party family dish. How has he got so much energy after coming up that hill? Because I'm nuts, and every time I'm cooking for you, I get excited. So look at that, one pancake done. Done, done. Straight on top, in the middle. See the way it's kind of like Lord of the Ringsy, the little hole inside? My precious. I've been told I'm a cross between, what's your man's name, Gollum and Dougal. Figure that one out. Anyway, here we go, another 4 or 5. So now here's where the fun begins. Selection of berries, strawberries, blackberries, bilberries, blueberries, what's your man's name in bilberry, I can't even think of his name. Anyway, what's the guy I'm thinking of? So put in a nice selection of different berries in, and here is where the fun begins. That ain't what I think it is. Flambéing in the middle of a forest. See, now you know why I have no hair. I singed the whole damn lot of it off. It's nuts. How does this go on? Keep going. So now look, flambé, flambé, flambé. It's just mad. And what you want to do is let that go down and let it all reduce so it kind of dries up into a nice little bit of a syrup. Look at that. It's just beautiful. In the middle of a forest, in the middle of Kerry. See how easy it is to cook? You can do it in your own house. At the end of the show, nearly, I've discovered how to get rid of the bloody midgets. I should have been walking around with a pan on fire all the time. So here we go. Let's put this in. This is nuts, but that just kind of goes with it. So straight in to the middle of the hole. Beautiful. We still got a flame. Look at that. All our juice in, power, cream, ready whipped. Lord of the Rings, I love you. Here's my tribute, the Lord of the Rings pancake in the middle of the forest in the national park after coming down from Cardiac Hill. A little bit of mint. They all love that kind of fancy stuff. And a little bit of only the crumbliest right on top. Oh man, it's a freaking masterpiece in the middle of a forest. Now, I've worked my ass off all day, running around. I've done all these healthy dishes for you all day. I'm knackered and I need a pint. And I know just exactly where I'm gonna go. I tell you what, lads, that bloody trip up Cardiac Hill nearly killed me, and there's only one thing I need to do right now, and that's to have a pint. Wait, you see where we're going. Paul, how's it going?
Not too bad now, and yourself?
Thanks a million for today.
Welcome to Killarney Brewing Company.
Thank you very much. We're going to talk all about this now in 2 seconds, but I'm dying with the thirst after my hike. What have you got?
You look like you could do with a nice Killarney lager.
I like
the
the
Devil's
sound of
House.
it. See, most other people will come in and they'll be talking nonsense about how the beer is made. We'll get to that, but priorities first. I tell you what,
There you go.
what a welcome. Cheers.
Sláinte.
Oh, Jesus. Today is about to get a lot better. Let's go. Is Tim here as well, is he?
He's in the back there, Tim.
We'll go down and have a look. Let's see
They
how
catch
they
you
make
working.
This beer. This is good.
Hey Paul, how are you?
Tim, I'm sorry. I'm busy tucking into this beer. This is gorgeous stuff.
Welcome, welcome.
Tim and Paul, you guys are the two lads responsible for Killarney Brewery, the biggest brewing company here in Killarney.
Absolutely, yeah. We're the newest, I suppose, and we hope to be one of the best that money can buy. I think.
Well, I tell you what, lads, if it's like this beer here now, we're in for an absolute cracker. Can we see maybe, say from start to finish as to how the beer is made? You're obviously not going to give away all the secrets, but show me how it's done, and then we'll have an out chat.
So all our beers are based on myths and legends, or mostly legends, but some myths there.
Well, they're all stories of the local myths and legends, you know?
Brilliant.
Some real and some legendary, as it says.
The rutting red is obviously about the deer anyway.
Pays homage to the only herd of red deer in Ireland. Yeah, so they're,
We saw them earlier on, guys.
yeah. So we had to put, and the rotting red. It's going to be. We haven't actually got that ready yet. We're just so busy with the other stuff.
The Devil's Hells, that's obviously named after Paul, I presume, is it?
Hell's Bells.
Hells Bells.
The Hellas style beer is a Bavarian lager.
Lovely.
And of course, our water comes from the Devil's Punch Bowl at the top of Mangerton. And so the two names tied in together, it's the Devil's Hellas. Yep.
Wow.
You have the Golden Spear, which is the story of Fionn McCool when he killed the wild boar on Tork Mountain. That's where he came from today, Cardiac Hill. Front of that, that's the boar is Tork is boar in Irish.
Yeah.
So there was a famous story about the Fionn McCool was out hunting and this massive wild boar just lunged at him out of nowhere, and he had a mythical golden spear, and he managed to kill the boar before he was slain.
You see, I love this kind of stuff. This is two guys who, you know, during a time of recession, bit of hardship, and they turn around and they says, you know what, we're not going to let this stop us. We're going to get into something that we really love. You've got 6 different beers. Is it 5-6 different beers? They're all on draft at the moment, is it?
There's 5 of them right now on draft. We're still working on the red ale. We just can't keep up to the demand, really. That's the problem. I suppose Killarney was one of the last hotspots for craft beer in Ireland, and we'd seen the trends, and we decided, you know, let's go for this. Nobody's going to stand up and, you know, hand it to you. So we went and what we're doing is we're educating the people of Killarney on craft beer, and they're just at the start they were like, what's this about? But the movement that has come with it and the support we've got locally from just your regular Joe Soap to all the proprietors, the pubs and restaurants.
Brilliant.
They're absolutely been fantastic, so we're delighted.
Guys, most normal shows, they finish up now, walking off into the sunset with a lovely little view and music and all that kind of stuff, saying, ooh, coming up next week and all that kind of malarkey. Well, you know me by now, I'm not normal. I'm with 2 great characters, I'm with a lot of great beer, I'm in love with where I am, I'm going nowhere. So coming up next week is, I haven't a clue, you'll find out, just come back and you'll see. Look at this, guys. You can't beat having a good pint with good company. You've got a great product here, lads. Best of success, world domination. Remember who helped you achieve it. Don't forget me. I'm going to tuck into this beer now.
And if you can't beat them, let's join them. Sláinte.
Cheers.
Cilantro, boys. Beautiful.